Hi everyone. It's Thursday, the 11th of June, and a big change in the weather. Lots of wind and rain, much needed rain. I know I kind of find that I'm always talking about the weather these days. I'm really must be very Irish. Yeah. So, over where I am at the moment, well, it's nice and warm. So it's windy, but it's warm, and it's not raining, and so ideal conditions for going out for a walk. Now, this is going to be your task for this week, a walk, but not just any walk. Kind of, let me see, nature walk and sensory walk. So let me explain. All right. So what I want you to do is, so sometimes I think when we go out for a walk, we might kind of go on autopilot. Often when I'm out for a walk, I'm walking the dog, and so maybe I'm kind of just letting her pull me along, or going where she likes to go. And when I say autopilot, maybe just letting my head drift away and think about different things that are going on during the day, or maybe making a shopping list, or you know, maybe thinking about what I'm going to watch on telly later or something. But this is more of an active walk, okay? So what I want you to do is when you're out for your walk today, is that you're going to experience your walk. If that makes sense. So when you're out, I want you to, and we've done a little bit of this already in one of the previous classes, is to use your senses. So I want you to smell and see what you can smell in the air. Can you smell? I often, when I'm out for the walk, smell beautiful roses, because some people have got really nice roses growing in their gardens, and you can smell the scent wafting in the air, so it's really nice. So take a deep breath and see what you can smell. Sometimes even from where I am, you can smell the Guinness Brewery probably. So that's a really distinct smell, kind of almost like toasting hops. Um, if you're watching this in the countryside, you could probably smell lots of different things. Big thing that yeah we used to smell because I grew up in the countryside was well, muck actually, because farmers used to spread muck and it smelled really, really bad. So that kind of fits into our, um, those emotions that we worked on before, which is disgust, happy, and sad, angry. Do you remember all of those? Have you been practicing them? Have you been feeling any of them? Okay, so the senses sort of feed into all of that, and certainly into the disgust one anyway. So as you're out for your walk, you're going to breathe and you're going to open your eyes and see what you can see. But at the moment, a lot more people are coming back out onto the streets, and the country is starting to slowly open up. So you see more people on the buses, and people are going back into the city centre. Um, so see what you can spot when you're out. Maybe you're going to spot a dog. If you do, what colour is the dog? Was it a big dog or a small dog? And did you see kids out playing? Um, if you were in the park, did you happen to see lots of birds? Whatever it is that you spot. Now, as you're out walking, you're smelling and you're listening and you're looking. I want you to see if you can spot and find three things that you can bring home. Okay? So this is where the nature part comes into it. Um, so something, I guess nature, and this is urban nature, which means that we're living in a city, most of us who are going to be watching this. But for those of you who are not, if you're in the countryside, obviously you're going to find some more nature things, which could be like a leaf or a twig, a rock, a flower maybe, a branch from a tree. Um, but here, I guess in the city, you might find, unfortunately, some rubbish when you're out on your walk. So you could find, and I guess maybe you have to be a little bit careful about this if you were to be picking up some things. So maybe you wouldn't pick them up, but you could make a note of them. So it could be like a plastic bottle, or what else? What other kind of rubbish do you find on the street? Uh, too much, really. Packets of crisps. People tend to throw a lot of those on the ground, don't they? Empty packets. But you never know what you might find. You might find unusual treasure. So that's what your job is today, is to collect 3 things from your walk. Hmm. Are you wondering what we're going to do with those 3 things? Can you guess? What have we been doing a lot of? Storytelling. Yeah. So we're gonna tell some stories with those objects. Now we're not forgetting about our story that we've been working on Zoom, which I mentioned to you last week, which is about the Rhythm Room Warriors. Um, have you thought a bit about that? Have you come up with a costume, a superpower? Yeah. Well, good for you. So that's all part of our storytelling exercise as well. But for today, as a task, that's what I'd like you to do. I want you to go out for your walk, whether it's in the park or maybe it's around the block of where you live. Perhaps it's maybe you live close to the sea and you're going by the seaside. You could definitely pick up some interesting things from there. When you've got your 3 things, and if you don't, let's say if you found something you don't want to bring it home, but you just make a note of what that is, you remember what it is, then we can use that in our story. Okay, so that's your task. Um, and then the next lesson, I'll be showing you how to use 3 things that you found and how to put them into a story. All right. So take care, everybody. Happy walking, happy listening, looking, and smelling. And yeah, hope you're all well. Take care. See you soon. Bye.